Hello, 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 seven-figure Medicare agents. Glenn Shelton here today, admin of the group, and wanted to discuss what I believe is one of the number one reasons why agents fail in this industry. I have personally been a licensed insurance agent for almost 13 years now. So I have seen a lot of agents come and go out of this industry. And it's sad to me, honestly. Christian and I have talked about it quite a bit. We've talked about it on our podcast, the Seven Figures or Bust podcast. I know we've done a lot of content over the years talking about the high failure rate of insurance agents in this industry. And it's sad to me for several reasons. One, the beneficiaries, especially the seniors, right? The Medicare beneficiaries, the seniors, they need help navigating insurance products. So we need as many successful licensed agents as possible. Some of you might be under the impression that having other successful insurance agents in this space is actually more competition. And while in some ways you might be able to categorically say that, in my opinion, when you look at the tens of millions, I mean, in Medicare alone, we're coming up on almost 70 million Medicare beneficiaries. And with the higher rate of insurance agents retiring, we need as many insurance agents, competent, licensed, qualified insurance agents in this space as we possibly can. So I'm a huge believer that this failure rate is a problem, and I want to do everything I can to help you guys be successful in this industry. So to really get to the core of this issue, what is the number one reason why insurance agents fail, especially in the senior insurance space? Some of you might have some predetermined ideas around what this is, or why you think it is. Did they not have enough in their savings when they got started as an independent agent? Did they get set up with contracts with the insurance carriers that were really low and they weren't being compensated high enough coming into the sales they started to make as a new agent? Did they try to focus on too many lines of insurance at once? Did they get their P&C license, their life health license? Are they trying to sell everything to everybody? The jack of all trades, master of none, right? That's something that you may have seen before, but I'll tell you what I believe is the number one reason why agents fail. And if I were to talk to a new agent today, someone just getting their license coming in, this is what I would tell them to look for to make sure that they are successful. I believe that the number one reason why agents fail is they don't have enough prospects to speak with on a reoccurring basis. Enough conversations. This, again, could be in many different platforms, many different ways that you can have these conversations. We've all heard, of course, about the quote unquote Dream 100, right? This is an old school insurance getting started in the industry thing that many of you have probably heard, or maybe when you first came into the industry, maybe you had a manager that taught you this. You get a piece of paper and you write down who are the 100 people in your life today that you could talk to that would be interested in hearing about what you're doing, right? So you could be like, okay, I'm going to talk to my 10 neighbors on my street. So there's 10. And then I'm going to talk to my mom and dad and my aunt and uncle. And I'm going to talk to my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. You go through and you list out maybe 10 family members that you can talk to. And then you're talking to, maybe it's referrals of those people. And you start to build this kind of tree of 100 people to talk to. That was like the old school way of getting started in the insurance business and making sure that you had enough people to talk to that you could start to consistently make sales, right? Whether you have some savings coming into this business as an insurance agent, or admittedly, I did not. I really came into this head first, really going all in, sink or swim time. I needed to make sales to stay alive and to continue to be successful in this industry. So regardless of what your runway looks like, in order to have a successful career in insurance, you have to make enough sales to keep you going. Medicare especially, while the renewals are strong, sometimes that upfront commission is not. So having that strong 1-2 sales can really help set you up for success down the road. So having enough conversations. Now, how do you solve for this, right? Let's really talk about this. We talked about the old school way of doing it with, having your dream 100, having 100 people that 100, go knock 100 doors in your area. That's the old school way of doing it. Well, how can you do it today where you're not spending, $1 billion on ads and leads, or you're not spending all of your hard working time, right, which is your most valuable asset? You're not wasting all of your time doing something like cold door knocking, which can't even do for certain Medicare products, as we all know. So what's the in between here where you can be efficient with your time, know that every single day or every single week that you're working, you are utilizing that time efficiently and correctly by having enough people to talk to? Well, I wanted to introduce something that we're doing at Lead Heroes now, and this is something regardless of really what lead company you work with, whether you're working with Lead Heroes, or maybe you have a direct mail provider, or maybe there's another lead provider out there, having something in place where every single week you have a certain number of new interested prospects, people that you can pick up the phone and call and have a conversation with them about their insurance needs. As an agent myself, as somebody who exclusively sold insurance on my own pen for my first really 3 years coming into this industry, this is what ultimately set me up for success. This is why I'm still in the industry today. I had a lead system where I had 20 to 25 brand new leads, fresh leads coming into my pipeline. This made all the difference in my success as an agent, right? Now, mind you, while the sales would come and go, right? I mean, you'll see it's not a perfectly linear number. You start to see the law of large numbers. The more leads you work, the more sales you'll make, and you'll start to see averages, and you'll see a lot of those averages play out, but it's not always perfect every week, right? You might get 20 leads and you have an incredible week and you close 8 to 10 of them, right? You're closing 40%, 50% of your leads that week. That's incredible. But then the following week, you might only close 1 to 2 of your 20 leads. Now you're only closing 5 to 10% of your leads. But what happens is by consistently having these new leads in your pipeline every single week, the sales continue to come. You can also start to have that follow-up system in place. We all have heard the saying, the fortune is in the follow-up, right? So sometimes you might not get someone on the phone right away. Sometimes you might have an appointment that you set, or someone sets an appointment for you and that appointment falls off the books. Sometimes you might actually go run that appointment and you have someone that's interested and they want an insurance policy from you, but you just couldn't get it to close for one reason or another that day. All of those start to fall into your pipeline as well. So you keep building new prospects with the new leads coming in every single week. But at the same time, all of the follow-up from last week's continues to add to your pipeline as well. Utilizing a CRM system is super helpful when you have consistent lead flow like this. But this is what I believe made me a successful insurance agent, is I committed to weekly insurance leads every single week. Even if I wasn't working that week, guess what I did? If I had the week off, if I was going out of town, if I was visiting family, I still would take those leads that week and I just added it to my workload the following week. Just because a lead ends up sitting for a week, it doesn't mean it's a bad lead or that lead's losing all of its value. It just means that now I'm going to plow extra leads going into the next week. But the importance was the consistency of that lead flow. If I had stopped buying leads early in my career, I genuinely believe that I would have been part of the statistics of failure. Leads are the lifeblood of an insurance agent. If you don't have a consistent stream of prospects to talk to as a new agent, I don't understand how you can consistently make sales. The idea that some of these newer agents get caught up in, and again, shout out to the 7 Figures or Bust podcast, because Christian and I have spent entire episodes tearing apart some of these, logical fallacies that as new agents, you guys get caught up in. I need a sexier business card. I need a better website. I need to get more carriers contracted in my portfolio in order to be able to sell more. There's all of these different things that I'll see new agents get locked into where they think if I do this, it will turn into more sales down the road. The number one thing that's going to actually convert into more sales is talking to more prospects. Lots of different ways that you can do it, but if you are consistently committing to something, again, like I did as a brand new agent, I had 20 to 25 brand new leads coming into my computers on my desk, right? Every single week. That's what really set me up for success. So, I kind of mentioned this a little earlier in this video. At Lead Heroes, we have a brand new system we're putting together for you guys this year. So we have 4 different types of call verified leads. We have turning 65 leads, where we're targeting seniors who are 2 to 5 months out from turning 65. We're vetting that they are turning 65, they're not keeping their group coverage, and they want to speak with an agent. We also have call verified Medicare supplement leads. Shout out, save the Supps. It's never been a better time to sell Medicare supplement insurance. We verify that this is a Medicare beneficiary who has a Medicare supplement plan, and they want to speak with someone to see if they can save money on their Medicare supplement premium. Now, it's not guaranteed that every single Medicare supplement lead has Medicare supplement insurance, but we are trying our best to filter those people out to make sure that you are spending your time actually talking to vetted, interested Medicare supplement beneficiaries. We have final expense life insurance leads. These are seniors. Again, the demographic, these are low-income seniors who most likely did not save or do not have anything in place for their funeral. So you can talk to them about what sort of final expense policies, burial benefits is another term that we like to use at Lead Heroes, and explain what sort of coverage they could potentially qualify for. And then fourth and finally, this was one of our newest leads we actually added about a year ago now. We've had tremendous success with is our dental vision hearing leads. If you want to be able to add supplementary insurance policies like dental vision hearing into your portfolio, this is a great way to stay busy year round. It also can get your foot in the door with someone where maybe there isn't a need, or maybe you can't sell them their Medicare policy, or they don't have a need for final expense. This can add them to your book of business, and now you have a client that you can reach out to and cross-sell other policies to down the road, get referrals from. And also, this is one of our lowest cost leads we generate. Dental vision hearing leads with this new Lead Heroes program, you can purchase for as low as $12 per lead. So all 4 of these call verified exclusive Lead Heroes leads all fall into our new Lead Heroes subscription model, where if you purchase 20 leads per week and you commit for at least 12 weeks, that's the minimum. So again, whether you're working that week or not, you are committing to receiving 20 leads every single week. And I'm telling you right now, this program is designed to make you successful as an insurance agent. This is coming from somebody who committed to buying 20 to 25 leads a week for years to get started in the industry. And that's ultimately what made me successful as an agent. At Lead Heroes, I'm trying to help you guys have that same type of success that I experienced. So in exchange for 20 leads a week, for a minimum commitment of 12 weeks, so it's 3 months, you are going to get a weekly billing. You do not have to pay up front for a month or 3 months at a time. Previously at Lead Heroes, we asked you to pay for all of your leads up front to get a discount. You either had to do a large volume purchase to get a discount, or you had to wait till we had a sale, which we typically only had 4 or 5 sales a year. Now there's going to be a year-round discount program where if you commit to 20 leads a week, you get 30% off our call verified leads. So turning 65 leads, Medicare supplement leads, final expense life insurance leads, dental vision hearing leads, 20 leads per week, exclusive, freshly delivered to you. We can drop them directly into your CRM, or you can get access to the 7-figure CRM system at no cost. We're including that with the subscription. So if you don't have a CRM, we're going to give you one of the latest, greatest CRMs on the market, the seven-figure CRM system. It's a go high level white label that Christian and I created. We have exclusive content in there, exclusive follow-ups, and some of the best support the industry offers when it comes to CRM systems. Christian and I have spent I can't even begin to explain how much time, energy, and money Christian and I have spent to put this CRM system together for you guys. That's included at no additional cost with this Lead Heroes subscription. You also get access to the seven-figure university platform. Christian and I have put together over 250, I believe we even crossed 300 videos now, going through essentially a business in a box, all sorts of ways that you can be successful as an insurance agent. This is covering specific carriers. This is covering some traditional sales training, different ways you can market yourself, Facebook ads, seminars, webinars. This goes through compliance. This goes through staffing. This goes through how to build an agency. There is an incredible amount of value in this seven-figure university that I really don't think you can get anywhere else. It's also being added to constantly. Christian does a live training every Thursday morning, and sometimes I'm involved in those, and that gets added to the library. So it's an ever-growing library with live trainings that you get to attend. That is normally for the CRM system and seven-figure university. That's normally $1,200 each per year. So $2,400 annually. As a Lead Heroes subscriber, you're getting access to both of those at no additional cost. Plus, you're getting 20 fresh, exclusive, call-verified leads, some of the best leads that exist, delivered to you at a 30% discount. You're also going to get VIP priority at Lead Heroes. So if we are trying to fill orders, and let's say we get overwhelmed with orders, as a Lead Heroes subscriber, you are getting priority first. We're going to make sure that you are getting those 20 fresh leads every single week. So I could not be more excited about this program, as you can probably already see from watching this video. I really believe that this could be something that can help you be either more successful as an agent if you're already in the marketplace, if you already have experience, if you already got started a while ago. This can be something that you add to your toolbox. If you're a brand new agent and you're trying to figure this out, we're going to be providing you the training that you need, where you can provide you the tools like seven-figure CRM, so that way you can stay on top of your leads and really know exactly what your ROI looks like as you continue to go. And you're also going to get those 20 fresh, exclusive, vetted, qualified prospects every single week that you can start to really build your sales machine. Again, even if you're only closing 10% as you're trying to figure things out and you're a brand new agent, you'll start to really build that pipeline as you go. I love the 12-week quarterly model, because when I'm talking to some of the most successful agents and agency owners in the world, they're telling me how when they're doing a marketing program, they're running it for 90 days to get a true track record of success. If you think you can buy 10 leads from anyone, any vendor, anywhere, and get a true idea of what that success will look like for you as an agent or agency owner, you're delusional. It's just not a real number. You need a sample size that's meaningful, that makes sense, right? And I believe 90 days, 3 months, a quarter of working a marketing system is a great way to know, okay, this is what I can expect from an ROI. This is what I can expect from a cost per lead, a closing percentage. You can start to build your own KPIs around this system and know that this is how much money I can make. This is the sort of renewals, lifetime client value. You can really start to build out, whether you're an independent agent or you're an agency owner, you can really start to build it out and be successful and continue to ramp up in your career. So again, the number one reason why I see agents fail in this industry is they don't have enough prospects to talk to. They are failing because they are not selling insurance by not talking to enough prospects. Even if you are not the best salesperson, if you just consistently have enough conversations, I promise you are going to eventually be successful. So if you have questions about the Lead Heroes subscription program, head over to leadheroes.com, LEADHEROES, leadheroes.com. The link will be below this video. You can read about it on the site. You can reach out to us. You can also give us a call at 844-7-HEROES, 844-743-7637. You can find that number on our website. You can also shoot us an email, leads, L-E-A-D-S, leads@leadheroes.com. Again, my goal, you guys, is to have as many successful agents as possible. I want to take that 90% failure rate that we're all aware of, and I want to lower that. I want to see the failure rate go down. That is my genuine belief. Even if that somehow creates competition for me as an agent, I don't care, because I know there is a huge number of beneficiaries that need our help. I have an abundance mindset. I'm not over here thinking I'm going to be fighting over one beneficiary with you guys. I think there's tens of millions of beneficiaries that need our help with a variety of products. And I think if there's more qualified, competent, successful insurance agents, I think that's better for everybody. That's better for the industry. That's better for the beneficiaries, and ultimately better for you, right? I hope that you are able to find a career in the insurance industry and be successful and make more money than you've ever made before. I know that's how it's been for me. So shout out to everybody in the 7-Figure Medicare Agent Facebook group. You guys are awesome. It's been an incredible community to be a part of and now be an admin with Christian Brindle. And if you guys have, again, any questions about Lead Heroes or this new 30% discounted subscription service where you get free access to 7-Figure CRM and you get free access to the 7-Figure University system, comment below or head over to the website leadheroes.com. Until next time, you guys, as always, happy selling.